Hey guys, it's me, and I feel like I haven't been on here in a good hot minute, but hi, I'm back. It is summer. Actually, there's only one more week left of my summer clinic, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to fully relax after this. But I feel like I haven't been on here in so long, and I really should update you guys with what I'm doing, and of course update you guys with the clients that I have this summer. So before clinic officially ends for the summer, I just wanted to pop in and show you guys what I was prepping for tomorrow and what clients I had for tomorrow. I have my children's therapy program, and I also have my social skills program. So the children's therapy program is 2.5 hours, and we have individual clients, but we work in a group together. So that one, I have a little boy, and he just has a phonological process disorder. So that's what we've been working on. And then I have the social skills group right after that, and that one's only 1.5 hours, thankfully. But for that group, I have a kid, and he has autism, and he's really sweet, but he's been pretty nonverbal this summer, and he's been refusing to use his AHC device. So that's been trial and error, but he's really sweet. And I'm just hoping to get the most out of him this summer. He just hasn't seen people in a year because of the pandemic, so that's why it's been so hard to get him to interact with others and just communicate with others. So that's that. But I felt like this video was going to be perfect because I'm leading both sessions tomorrow. So I'll be leading social skills and CTP. And I just wanted to show you how I was prepping for that. I've already led once for both groups, so I'm kind of getting the hang of how things go. I still have trouble, leading a group of small children that do not listen well. So that's been, a trial and error also, but we're getting there. So just to tell you about my day tomorrow, for CTP, we are doing the theme vehicles, and I decided to do my day on boats. I'm reading this book called Tugboat Tank, and it's just a cute story where he saves all his friends in a storm. And the one problem is, I think the story is really cute. It just has a lot of complex language, and it's longer. And I'm going to be talking to preschoolers tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna have to go through tonight and simplify everything and take out words that I don't need just to make it less difficult for them. So we have that, and I'm also doing a craft. Tomorrow we're making a boat just on a piece of paper. Got a lot of occupational therapy skills in there too with fine motor. And that's also something cool that I forgot to mention for children's therapy program. We have a couple of occupational therapists that come in and they work on fine motor skills. They've been teaching us some tips and tricks, working with kids and what we should target. And it's been really interesting to see and collaborate with them. So I've been enjoying that very much. So my activity has a lot of, pinching, cutting, and we have a lot of tearing apart material. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully that works in a lot of skills. And I will be making one tonight, like an example craft for them to show them tomorrow. So you'll see me make that later. And then we're also gonna have an activity right before that where they're gonna be doing a sorting game where we have a whole bunch of vehicles that are either, on the railroad tracks, or they are on the sea, or they are on the road, and they're just gonna have to differentiate between what goes where. So of course a submarine is gonna go under the water, and a boat's gonna be on top of the water, and just a whole bunch of vehicles like that. And that's basically what we have for tomorrow, because we do have fire trucks coming in to talk to the kids, so some of the day is going to be a little bit hectic. And for social skills this week, we've been talking about staying on topic and having a conversation. So on Tuesday, I talked about staying on topic, and we did an activity with a target/bullseye kind of thing, and they would just post things on there like in green or red if the phrases that I gave them were on topic or off. And so we did that on Tuesday. And Thursday I made my little lecture thing for them for having a conversation, and I also have some activities that I'll probably show you guys because I need to cut some up. Okay, here's the little presentation I have for the kids. I have our schedule and our to-do list of the day, and I put in images, although a majority of them can read. There is one girl that has a little bit of trouble doing activities with reading, so I put in pictures for her. So this is basically reviewing topics, and then this is just talking about having a conversation. And there's a video that I really like, and then we're gonna have clinician modeling examples, and then they're gonna practice. So for this little mini lecture about conversations, I was honestly very unsure of what I was doing until like 30 minutes ago, and I still don't really know what I'm doing. We talked about it on Tuesday, and I asked a lot of questions about the topic and how we could go about it, because we don't have actual information on what to present. You know, it was more like giving us a topic that we should talk about and us figuring out what we should talk about within that topic. So for conversations, I was kind of confused on what they wanted. Like, was it initiating conversation? Was it having a whole conversation in general? And just stuff like that. So I'm just making it up on the fly because my supervisor doesn't really have a preference. So hopefully whatever I did is good enough. Okay, so I have a little to-do list to do tonight, just so I can get things done quickly. I did print out all the things that I need to cut out before tomorrow, so I will be cutting those out tonight. And this one's for our social skills group. They're going to be making a conversation with these phrases, and I'll be figuring out, you know, which one goes first and how the conversation should go. These are some of the things that we are going to be categorizing for CTP. As you can see, there's a hot air balloon, so that goes in the air, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I'm gonna start making my craft with the boats, and I have a whole bunch of construction paper that I took from the clinic. So we're just gonna start making some of that. Then after I make my craft, I need to start putting in my session plan for tomorrow. Since next week is the last clinic, we do have a lot coming up and due. So I just finished a lot of my progress reports, and we're finishing up our goals and treatment summaries, and we're just inputting all of our information into the big database that we have for our clients. So I have a lot coming up due with not a lot of leeway time, because once the summer's done, there's not a lot of time after that, because that's when fall starts. So they need it to be done before that all happens. Okay, so update, I decided to keep one paper not cut just for my client personally, because he always needs to do something with his hands. So I feel like it'll be good for him to just be able to cut things out. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna finish cutting out the rest. Okay, so I just finished the craft, but I think it looks pretty bad because I ran out of blue paper, first of all. So I just quickly colored a white piece of paper blue, but not that much. So it just looks very, oh, this looks so low quality. Look at that. It's so bad. It's supposed to look so much better. I also had to make blue from a white paper for another kid because I didn't have that many. So I tried to make it look as nice as possible compared to whatever happened here. So yeah, there's my craft. There's a little cloud, there's some birds. So I'm gonna start making the shapes that they need and get that done. Okay, I'm back and I finished cutting out all the shapes that I needed for tomorrow, and for some reason that took extremely long, and now I realize why I was probably so bad at crafts when I was a kid, because I just don't care enough to make it look good. So it just took me a couple tries to make the shapes actually look nice compared to mine, and I don't know, I was just making a lot of mistakes. Anyway, we're gonna move on with our list. It's literally like 9 o'clock. I hope this doesn't take too long, but now I need to go through and simplify this book for the kids. Thankfully, I don't really think they're gonna be able to read it from where they're sitting, so I don't think they're gonna realize that I've changed it up. Okay, so I finished reading and going over the book. I decided not to edit it directly or put like paper on there to write new words, just because I feel like some of the words are so big, or at least some of the text is so long on the page that I feel like it's just gonna look really bad if I try to do that. So I think I finished reading it for now and memorizing new things to say, and I think I'm just gonna keep reviewing it later in the night and make sure that the things that I say are simplified and I'm taking out things that are unimportant. I'm gonna put in some session plans and just get some stuff ready for my individual session tomorrow. So for CTP, we have the group session overall, and then we have like a small 30-minute gap during the group session where there's an individual session where we work one-on-one with the kids we are with. So I have some sounds ready for him, and he's moving on to phrases because he's doing well with words. So we're moving on to phrases and sentences. Okay, so for the one kid that I have in CTP, he has a lot of phonological issues, so we are working on gliding, and I just have a whole bunch of L's, and I got this from Teachers Pay Teachers. So we have a lot of sounds here, and I'm gonna look for some more words so that I could use that as a trial. And then I also have this because he has regressive velar backing. So I had the pictures and I asked him, what's going on in the picture, and I try to probe him to say a phrase. It's kind of difficult, so I just kind of ask him to repeat a phrase with me. So these are the pictures for that. Hey guys, it's me. I'm coming to you from the inside of my fridge. It's in the garage because the kitchen's getting redone, so we have to go out to the garage every time, which is not bad, but I just wanted to quickly say I am getting more tired as the minutes go on, and on Tuesday I took a nap before I had to go to CTP, and I don't think I can do that today, but I'm feeling it. Past 2 weeks when I've been driving to CTP, I've been completely exhausted, and not even music can help me. So I'm not sure why I'm so dead for clinic recently, but that's what's going on here. Hey guys, quick check-in. It's like 8:25 and I'm a little sad and upset because I wanted to get to the clinic by 8. Clearly that didn't happen. I hate driving to Towson because there's always something going on the road, and even if it says you'll get here in 30 minutes, all of a sudden just traffic changes in a second. And you would think that I would, learn to leave much earlier than I do, but I always feel like I leave pretty early, and somehow that doesn't work well. And this morning feels kind of hectic. I haven't really set up yet. Clearly. So I just feel a little chaotic right now.
What we did today, I thought they were over there.
Okay guys, so I just set up the room. It took a little bit longer, but it's okay. I'm a little chaotic right now, and I'm going to grab some activities for my individual session. Okay guys, so I'm trying to say something before other people come in. So this is the other room. This is for social skills. I'll put this down so you can hear me. Ooh, I look bad. CTP went well. The fire trucks went well. All the kids were very calm today. We were missing one of the kids, so I think that's why they were more calm, but it went well. I didn't even have time to read the story. We just went outside instead, but it was a fun day, so I'm happy. I'm gonna eat now and start prepping for the next session. Hey friends, I'm back and I'm home and I got some ice cream. My stepdad brought this home last night, but I decided it was a perfect time for ice cream. So I'm gonna eat some ice cream and I'm gonna go through and I'm going to update my soap notes with my data. And don't worry, that didn't have any identifying information on there. Honestly, you probably can't even tell what I'm doing in this journal because my handwriting sucks so bad. So I'm just gonna update my soap notes. Like I said before, my CTP session went well. The fire trucks were there, so I think that just, you know, really made the day much more exciting than it was going to be. And I also never even shared my story, which I was completely fine with. They just had outdoor time and they just used some chalk and they just had fun. And after the session, I felt really good because my supervisor didn't say anything bad, so that made me happy. And my social skill session went okay. I didn't realize how hard it was to perfectly tell kids what a conversation is and how to do it. Like, I gave them the steps and, you know, what you need to do. I think when they were practicing it, it was just a lot harder, especially because some kids had different, you know, skill level or social level, and it was just kind of chaotic with the practice of the conversation. But the activity went well, I thought, and it was a very quick social skills day. So now that I'm home, like I said, I'm gonna do my data and I'm gonna meet with my supervisor probably like 30 minutes or so to talk about my progress report. It's basically my clinic day. On Wednesday, I have a teletherapy session at 10:30, and that's about it. I did have a Monday session, but it's been officially canceled just because I've only had one session with the kid, and I don't even have data to write in our progress reports, and our last session's next week. So we're just gonna cancel it. There's no point in continuing to baselining when it should be fully finalized. So we are recommending for them to just start fresh in the fall semester when they have like a good working schedule and they can, you know, show up for their sessions. So that's what we're doing there. The summer has been very laid back. I'm taking this time to update you guys about everything, but the summer has been, you know, more laid back than I thought. We already finished our class probably like a couple weeks ago. It was our AAC class. It was very informative and it was fun, and we finished that pretty quickly. And like I said, clinic ends next week, which is crazy, and we only started June 22nd, so that's why it's felt so quick, because it is quick. We didn't have too many weeks doing this. So yeah, everything just progressed a lot quicker. Our reports and everything were due like immediately once we started. That was a little intense, but I'm just glad it went quick. And I have my fall placement soon and I'm very excited, and I'm going to show you guys all about that in a different video and talk to you guys about it. But yeah, that's my summer semester. It's ending very soon. I'm kind of excited to move on to off-campus clinic and, you know, learn some more things. I'm excited to get that experience. I definitely will miss the clinic. I had a lot of fun, but I think it is definitely a good time to move on. And yeah, so I'll just show you guys how I do the soaps and stuff, and that might be the end of the video, honestly. I feel like this is a very quick, unplanned video, but I knew I had to get something out before, you know, the summer ended. So here I am.
That tells you exactly how to write that. So I wanted to bring that to your attention.
Okay guys, so I just got out of my meeting with my supervisor. It went well. She wasn't as harsh with her critiques as I was expecting. We just went over some wording for one of my goals because it was regressive and progressive velar assimilation, and this is just a phonological process that, you know, I haven't really worked on too much. Like in class, we didn't really write goals on it. So for me, it was a hard time trying to figure out how to exactly write that. So we just figured out that wording. And we also just looked at some of the progress report and the editing. And I was a little confused because I pretty much followed the report that I made for her last semester. And the report from last semester was similar wording. I just changed up for the client and personalized it, but the edits that she gave me were different from the submission that I sent last semester. So I'm not sure if she decided to change up how she wanted things worded for the summer or not, but I was a little confused on that. But it's okay, it's done. It's 5 o'clock and I finished all my soaps for the day. I'm gonna put in all my Typhon entries, and that's basically just how many hours or minutes we completed for our session and just what we did in the session. And it just basically tracks how many hours and minutes we have for the 2 years that we're here for. So yeah, I'm going to go take a shower because I feel like a grease ball first of all, and I'm gonna go bowling with some friends later, and unfortunately I have to drive back to Towson for that, but it's gonna be fun to go bowling and I am excited. Well, that's all I have for now. I'm sorry I've been so out of it this summer, but hopefully this little video is a little something to give you guys more information on what I've been doing. So yeah, alright guys, I will see you for the next video.